Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Amy and we are here for Temu Tuesday. Yay! So we have a big bag of stuff, plus I've got my 2 farmland things arrived, so we're going to open those also. And yeah, it should be fun. I was going to break this up into 2 videos so that I didn't have a ridiculous 2-hour video, but I got hit over the weekend with another bout of horrible acne rosacea, or it's a side effect of my new medication for my psoriasis, because apparently one of the, well, okay, when all this happened, I was like, what's going on? So the side effects for the Sotyktu are acne, folliculitis, hair loss. So those are like not a good combination for me when I already struggle with all of those. So I don't know if that's what it was or if it was just a natural outbreak of rosacea. But anyway, I couldn't like put makeup on or anything, and it was just horrible looking, so I didn't do anything. Plus it hurt like crazy. Today is much better, and I have to go out into the world today. So, and it's tax day, right, you guys? So I've still got to file my extension, which some of you may think is weird for an accountant to be filing an extension for taxes, but with my YouTube business, my Junk for Goats business, it's just more complicated. And so I typically file an extension just to give myself more time to gather all that, because I do my own taxes. So I have all the information, but it's of course spread out, and there's a lot more forms you have to fill out for taxes when you have your own business, that kind of thing, blah, 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 blah. So anyway, hopefully you get your taxes in on time and you don't have to wait for your refund. Hopefully you're getting a refund, and if you're not, I'm sorry. If you're not, then I'd probably file an extension to have longer to pay. Okay, so what should we open first? I kind of want to open the farmland things first because they're in a separate thing, and I'm concerned that one of them is not what I ordered, or that the listing was deceptive. But we'll see. I could be totally wrong. I'm just basing it on what the box looks like. But let me set this aside. My floor over here is still, so my last video that I did with you guys was Friday, the first in the series of thrifting trash to treasure or whatever. And I put all that stuff down right here, and then I left, and I haven't been back because I am on vacation this week. So yeah, so I've got even less space to work with than normal. All right, so the first, okay, I'm gonna make sure I don't show my address. The first item that I got for farmland was the 5-tier rolling storage cart that you probably have seen. It's all over the place on Temu. But this box makes me think it's only 3. But so before I started this video, I did look up the listing, and it says 5, but then I was looking at the pictures again, and it says that it's 49 inches tall, which is what, a little bit over 4 feet. But then there were a few pictures on the listing that make it look like it's sitting on a bathroom sink, tiny. So we're gonna see what we actually get in this box. I should take a thumbnail like with the just in case it's not the right thing. Let's do that again. But hopefully it just doesn't feel like the box is big enough. Now the levels in this thing are supposed to be 12 by 8, which, okay, they probably would fit, but where's all the the rolling cart piece of it. I mean, they have to all connect. So, well, there are 5 in here, but they look tiny. Okay, well, here's all the pieces to connect them together. You can see we're talking not a lot of weight is going to be able to go in this contraption. So let me get all these. I'm not going to put this whole thing together on camera, but maybe we'll try to put a couple layers together. Oh, I need to turn my sound off on my phone. I'm waiting for a message from one of my coworkers. They need to do a deposit, and I have to be the one that approves it's one of those dual factor authentication things where it sends something to my phone. So I have to be paying attention for that. But anywho, here's the tiny little wheels. You guys, this isn't going to hold hardly anything. So I was thinking of using this for junk journal ephemera, but as you guys know, books and paper can get kind of heavy. So maybe, I don't know, what am I gonna use this for now? Okay. So here we go. It does have all 5 trays. Hopefully none of them are cracked or broken. They do appear to be the dimensions, the 12 by 8 dimensions that it said they would be. So you guys have put things like this together, but you pretty much are putting your pieces in these corners. But any kind of weight on this is going to break the one that's connected to the wheels. Okay, and then you just make sure your trays are going the same direction. And we'll put them in the top hole of this one. Okay, so based on this, it's going to be the 4 feet. So really, I'm trying to think of how I want to describe how I feel about this. I think that it's going to be okay. I'm going to find plenty of things to use this for. This lip is pretty short, so perhaps I'll end up putting storage containers inside it to keep things from falling out of this. But sure, it's at least the 5 levels, because you can get it, I think you can get it 3, 4, or 5 levels. And because I was getting it for farmland, I went ahead and did the 5 levels, of course. And I think at the same time, because this was a replacement product that I got, because one of the other products that I wanted on farmland had sold out or was discontinued. So I picked this as a replacement, but I think it gave me the chance to pick this as a replacement because these were on sale at the time. They're not still on sale. I think this now retails for $22, but I'll check that in just a second. But I mean, it's sturdy, but I just don't think it'll hold a whole lot of weight. And if you're putting it on carpet, then you're really going to have to watch the wheels that they don't break. Now, let's look and see if the wheels have stoppers on them. I get some of this. All right, the wheels. Okay, they do not have stoppers. Some, like I have a cart right here that I got from Aldi that has the drawers and it's got my Cricut on it. And those wheels have a brake or whatever you want to call it on them. These do not. They do go all the way around though. Oh, and you do get 4 hooks that you can put on the side or wherever to hang things. So I don't know, give me some suggestions of what you would use this for now that we see kind of weight wise. These things are, I don't know, they feel like they would easily, I don't know, I can't squeeze it. So it's stronger than that, but it's not metal, right? So I don't know. I don't know what to say. Let's look and see if it says, okay, first though, I want to show you. Okay, I need to turn my do not disturb on because, okay, so here is here's one showing it, you know, full size. They've got books on some of these, so it makes you think it would be pretty sturdy, and maybe it would be. I don't know. I'm pretty concerned that if I were to put books in there, I better not be moving it. And because I want it down here, it's going to be on carpet, so I may need to get some, okay, this is what I had to do with my, because I have a Temu shoe rack over here on this wall. And it did start to kind of sway, and it has the metal ones of these, but it did kind of start to tilt. So what I did, and what I could do with this too, which actually might be a good idea, is I got those command hooks. Let me see if I've got any extras. I have a drawer here of like all my little Temu kind of stuff and my command hooks, but I don't have one like what I'm trying to explain, but it's the kind that maybe you've seen some people put it on the back of their crock pot, because it like part of it sticks to the thing, and then it's got like a latch that you can pull off and on. So that's what I did with that, and I put those on the wall, and then I could wrap the thing around this and hold it into place. Actually, let me see if I could take a picture of that on the wall real quick and then show you. I can't zoom in quite as much as I was hoping I could, but it looks like that. And then here at the end, you can pull that out and unwrap it. But that way, because just a regular command hook, you'd kind of have to, like, a regular command hook, you'd have to be pretty on target for where to get this. Plus, it would have to fit in this kind of space. But when you've got one of these flexible kind, you know, then you can just hold it. So I guess that's my little tip for the day. If you are using something like this, that'll help stabilize it, especially if you don't need it to move. And my guess is that this is where you put the wheel in, so I wouldn't even have to use the wheel. I could just put it like this. And that's probably actually what I'll do, so that I don't, I mean, this is a little bit more substantial than this, but it's so easy to crack these under pressure. So anyway, I'm not sure what to put in it, but maybe it would be okay with books in the very bottom. Maybe that would help stabilize it as long as I didn't have the wheels on. But then this one is the one that scared me because this looks like it's on a bathroom sink, and then it was like tiny. So I was like, ooh, I hope that's not what I got. So I am glad, okay, glad that it's not that. And it is currently selling for $20. No, $22.27. So I don't know, was it worth that? Maybe. I mean, stuff like this is always kind of overpriced in my opinion. I mean, from any store, but maybe it's worth it. I don't know. So yeah, so I mean, it's got a lot of space in between. So I guess I'll just have to figure out what I think would be a good fit for that. I was kind of hoping for it to be almost like a staging station for my junk that I have that needs to be processed still. So I don't know. Okay, that was a whole lot of time on that one project, on that one product. So let's open this one. This was the other farmland. This is for the out of doors. And I'm a little disappointed because I ordered the thing that got canceled was a similar product to this, and I would have rather gotten that one than this one. Probably why it was sold out by the time I finally won my game. Uh-oh. So it's in a box, but it feels like it's coming out of the box. Yes it is. Oh my goodness, I'm never getting out of this space. Does it have a picture? Nope, no picture. So this is an iron hanger or iron yard stand thingy that I was hoping I could just pull out one piece, but no, I think it's all connected. So you obviously you screw these pieces into each other to make it a long stand, and then I'll show you the picture, but then these parts make like an X to go into the ground, and then you're left with this thing to hang stuff off. So it's got a spot to hang 4 different things. You could hang something here and here, although I think maybe it's just supposed to be hung here and here. We'll look at the picture because this one maybe it's not. But anyway, my goal was that for this one, that maybe a plant could hang from one side and a solar lantern could hang from the other side. I think the other one that got discontinued would have held a flag and a lantern, which would have been nice because I have my flag stand outside, and then I had a solar like light, what are those called? Floodlight facing that, but it really didn't light it up very well. So I thought maybe a solar lantern right next to the flag would light it up better, but I don't know. All right, let me get this back in here and then we'll look at the picture. But again, these were free to me after spending a gazillion dollars and finally finishing a game of farmland. They were free to me, but I still play because if I'm going to be spending the money on Temu anyway, why not get the free gift eventually? Okay, so that product is currently $23.33. So I got what, almost 50 bucks worth of stuff for free. Okay, this is maybe the best picture. Oh, so I could do like a hummingbird feeder, but see, I was thinking I was thinking the lantern and the plant. So, okay. Sorry, it seems that, oh no, I just got my moisturizer on, or my foundation or whatever. Okay. So now on to the rest of the bag. Let's see how we do with it. So today is Tuesday. I'm filming Tuesday, Temu Tuesday, and we are, so yesterday, first day of vacation, I spent trying to organize my stuff for my whatnot auction that I'm having on Wednesday evening, so tomorrow night. First we have this. I didn't do this. It was already separate. I have looked at all these things, but this bag was already open. So this is trash. So let's get a trash bag. But yeah, I was organizing my, not the stuff that I went over with you guys on Friday. That I'm still wanting to go through that whole process with you guys. So I have been ignoring those things. I won't have any of those in my sale, my auction on Wednesday. But I will have linked to my auction in this video's description in case you are interested in stopping by and checking that out. I do want to say a thank you to Just Jen. She downloaded the app using my code. So once she used her free $15, then I got $5. So thank you. I appreciate that. There's been a couple of you that have done that. And that I really appreciate that, because I can then turn around and use that on, the way it works for me is it gives me $5 that I can spend on somebody else's auction. So it's like sharing the love. When you download the app with my code, you get $15 to spend on any auction that you want. And then once you've done that, I think once your item ships is when I finally get the side for me. So anyway, in my link tree link down below in this description, you can get to all of my referral codes. And speaking of referral codes, I still have my referral code for Firmu eyewear, which I thought I would wear today just as a reminder. So you can get 50% off of your first order if you use my code. And I do believe I make a commission on that. If I can't remember if it's 10%, I don't know. I do get a commission though, and that money I just funnel it back into the channel. So thank you. All right, so we've got these storage things. You can find these at the Dollar Tree. I don't know that these are any better or worse than the ones there. I guess if you really, the holes might be in a different spot, but it's a pretty decent size to, hold some smaller. I'm going to use it for a smaller ephemera. So I could put decks of cards in here and keep that kind of stuff. I could also use one for tools. You could easily put this inside of a bigger container to create sections. So a lot of good uses for this. But let's see what the price is, because we know we can find things similar to this at the Dollar Tree. Although my Dollar Trees stink in this area, you guys. When I'm scrolling through TikTok and I see all the cool things that people are finding at the Dollar Tree, I'm like, I've got like 15 Dollar Trees by me. Why do none of them have this stuff? I don't understand. But I guess I will just live vicariously. Okay. So I got another thing to say about TikTok. So I watch TikTok predominantly for crafting purposes, because some people have crafting. Oh, this hair, you guys, I really need to cut it. For crafting, so junk journaling, so that's usually what I search. But for some reason, and maybe because I paused on one for too long, I'm getting all of these reborn videos in my feed, and they are AI generated ones, and So there is a, there is a creator, a TikTok creator, I don't know her name, but she, I believe, makes reborns here in the States. And she shows them and she sells them, right? So, but somebody is taking her videos and animating the reborns in the videos to make it seem like these reborns are lifelike, animatronic, can breathe, can smile, all these things. And so then she's got these videos out saying, hello, these are completely silicone reborns. There's nothing in them that could possibly do these things that you're seeing. So don't believe, and it's unfortunate because they're using her image, like her. So it's like they're taking the videos that she's putting out there and animating them with AI, really is all they're doing. So I feel bad because I think she's got some really awesome looking dolls that it's being deceptive. So I don't know if people have been like buying things from her because they think that they're real. I mean, they look, AI has done a very good job. It looks hyper realistic, but yeah, it's kind of unnerving a little bit. So that's, like one of the pitfalls of AI, I guess. But yeah, for some reason, like I said, I don't know if I just paused on one for too long. There's also a creator. I don't know what do you call people that post on TikTok? I guess I'm calling them creators. But there's also like a family that posts, and I think it's a woman maybe in her family, but I think maybe her adult sister lives with her who is some kind of special needs, but yet she can function and she goes out in the world and does things. But she has reborns that she treats as her children, her real children and stuff. But it's a coping anxiety. And I think that's probably what a lot of people use reborns for, aside from people that just like to collect them because they're awesome looking. But I finally, when I was antique shopping, one of the antique shops I go to now has a whole booth full of reborns that they're reselling. So I've seen one up close now. But yeah, it's amazing what people can do. And I wonder, is that what they use on TV nowadays for infants? They just use reborns? That would be smart. Okay, we're looking for those little tubs. I got 3 for $2.98, so that is cheaper than the Dollar Tree. Well, unless the Dollar Tree sells them in a pack, then it wouldn't be. But if they sold, I know they sell some of the super cheap containers in packs, but I don't know about one like that. So anyway, they're currently $3.15, but a single would be $1.72, so that one would be more expensive. They do not, okay. They appear in the picture very straight. They do not appear quite as good a quality in real life as they are in the picture. You can kind of see where the hole placement is there. And in this image, the hole is placed up a little bit higher. So my guess is that they've stolen this picture and they've just kind of made a knockoff. But it's still going to function. And you can still put a label down here, if you're super organized, which I can be at times, but not always. All right, and then we'll continue with this organization theme. Then we've got this. Okay, so let me throw this plastic away. Let me tie this little thing up here. so it doesn't fall off. Ugh. Okay, so this is basically like connected bookends. You can put your, file your stuff here. I got this to sit on my desk during Whatnot auctions so that I could put all the things that I'm selling in this and pull them out, because I package my things pretty much before I put them in. So just about everything, unless it's a book or something, is in a plastic mailer kind of thing. So I would just stack them all up and then I could easily pull them out. But obviously this would be great for multiple applications. You could put a purse, if you've got smaller purses, you could put purses in this. You could, well, you wouldn't really want to put it on the wall, but obviously any kind of paper, binders, books can go in this. But yeah, I like the idea of this for a purse. I think my Fishland game that I'll probably, well, okay, I could finish my Fishland game now because I have like 30 to 40,000 fish food, but it takes so long to click through everything. Like, give me a button that can just use up all my food to feed my fish, but they don't want to do that because they pepper in all those ads and stuff to get you to try to get you to buy more things. So that's why they don't want you to do that. But anyway, I ordered a purse divider or that's what's on my want list for my Fishland game. So it'll probably be sold out. But that would be a good alternative for the smaller clutch kind of bags, or really your crossbody bags would probably fit in there. Okay, I paid $3.42. I got one price adjustment. That was frost green. It also comes in cream white, taro purple, and haze blue. And the price is different depending on the color. The one that I got is currently $3.26. Multifunctional standing book organizer, plastic desk bookshelf, space-saving A4 document holder, office desk, bookend, simple book storage rack for students and office workers, perfect for home and office organization, ideal gift for book lovers. And yeah, so they mentioned A4, which is a European size. It's like their letter size, which I know now from having created digitals. All right. And then I got this. Now, this it came as a 2-pack. I've already put one together and I'm going to show you how I used it. But this was a really sturdy piece of plastic. I'm pretty happy with this. Okay. So it comes like this. You can see it's got the little guides in there because it comes with the dividers, and these are like super thick. So it comes with 3 dividers. It's got little tabs on here that you could label if you wanted to. They're kind of too small in my opinion for that. But then you just slide, you just slide them into place. And, obviously if you want a bigger section, you just wouldn't put one of these in. Okay. So you get your 3 set dividers. I also got this to store ephemera. So I already put one together, and to store my smaller ephemera that will go in my ephemera packs that I sell. So I've listed on both Etsy and Whatnot And the links to my Etsy and whatnot shops are in that link that's in the description below. But I've listed a 1 pound ephemera pack and a ½ pound ephemera pack, I believe. Maybe I only did the 1 pound. In my whatnot show, I'm going to have the 1 pound and the ½ pound. I create them upon purchase, so it will take a little bit longer to ship. But this is kind of like my medium to small size ephemera that that gets picked to go in things. So as you can see, I've already filled one and I'm ready to start filling the second one. So then the goal is that should somebody buy one of those things, then I just pull these things out to my desk. And I've also got some magazine holders from the Dollar Tree that have my bigger pieces of ephemera. So then I just pack them together, have my little scale nearby so I can make sure it's a pound worth of goodness, and then wrap it up and sell it or mail it. So love that. So I would definitely buy more of those, but I'm going to try to not have all the ephemera in the world. I don't need to possess it all, right? I can leave some of it at the store. I can actually throw some of it away. I paid $9.61 for those 2 containers. Maybe that's pricey, but they're really good quality. You can get them in gray or white. You can get a 1-piece, 2-piece, 3-piece, or 4-piece. The 2-piece white is currently selling for $11.75. Just for comparison, the 1-piece is selling for $6.14. The 4-piece is selling for $21.81. So it gets a little bit cheaper to buy if you buy more, but not much. Like, they really should have better discounts for multiples. But yeah, I really like that. So, and just for size purposes, well, I don't know. I have this bridge score pad in it, and that's kind of the right size for it. And this is probably 6, maybe 5 to 6. It's probably close to 6 inches wide. Let's see, it probably says on here. Let's go to, oh, so some people use it in their kitchen, put bags of coffee in the sections. Some people use it to put their bath stuff in, snacks. Oh, that's just going to make me hungry. Where's the size dimensions? Okay, oh, there they are. So, yep, 6 inches by 10.9. So, and then it's called a multi-purpose woven storage box with divider for bathroom vanity and kitchen, cabinet, countertop, drawer, storage box. Oh yeah, you could put it, if you had a deep drawer, I guess, storage bins for home organization. So I was very pleased with the quality of that product. Okay. Now this is also the episode where it's going to be Celebrate Amy time, I guess, because I started buying all the 1975 things because that's 50 years this year, right? So anytime your birth year is on a 5 or definitely on a 25, you can find a lot more stuff with your birth year on Temu. So I got a set of the beer koozies. I think, so I've called stuff like this before and I called them cozies, and it's like, no, they're not cozies, they're koozies. I will use them for soda. I think there's 4 different designs in here. You get 12. So if I'm not going to have a party for my 50th birthday, which is in November, but a lot of people do obviously have parties for their 50th. So this would be a great thing to have for your guests, right? They could take one home, but so happy I'm 50, made in 1975, limited edition. Everything is spelled right on that. And then I've also got best of 1975, 600 months. So this is like the Rent song. So all of that. So those are the two of the designs. Oh, I shouldn't throw this away. I should be putting all these back in there. And then we've got, what is that? Oh, just a piece of fuzz. Then we've got vintage 1975, and then this on the back. Life begins at 50. The last 49 years have just been a practice. And okay, well, so hold up. I guess there's 3 designs, and you get, because this one is repeated. So there's only 3 different. You get 6 different sayings, but there's only 3 combinations. So 4 of each. So yeah, so these will be great for, we don't have any koozies in this house for some reason, which seems kind of weird. Like, it seems like you would have gotten one from a car dealership or something at some point over the years, but we have not. So now we will have bees, which will be nice because soda cans sweat a lot. So and it might make the cans a little bit less likely to slide, having the koozie bottom on it. All right, so that pack, I paid $7.15, and you could also get it for $19.45, $19.55, $65, $75, and $85. So all of those were available. And they are currently $9.09. 12-piece 2025 retro for 80th, 70th, 60th, 50th, and 40th birthday can cooler sleeves, 3 styles, 4 pieces of each, with 2-sided different pattern. Beverage drink can holder, anniversary party favor gift. So, and I like the retro colors. I mean, they used 70s kind of colors, which is great for those of us that were born in the 70s, but like the people that are celebrating their 80th or whatever, they probably would have liked what? Pastels? I don't know. I don't know what colors, like retro colors are very obvious. I don't know what colors are. Well, I guess mid-century modern would be kind of your bright pink, bright teal, bright, so kind of, I guess, your bright primary colors. Whereas once you get to the 70s, they've kind of oranged them out a little bit. All right, next we have got a made in 1975, 50 years of perfection. I really liked the colors on this one. It's a super, super soft, stretchy material, so it should not itch anywhere. It does have this tag, which would be itchy to me, so I will pull that out. But I really liked the pink flowers. Now, I would have liked it better on gray, but it actually probably pops more having the blue background. And it might have popped more with black. Watch it have been available in black, but I'm not a big black shirt fan. Oh, this was discontinued. Okay, but there's somebody else that has it in black. So, okay, what did I pay for mine? I guess that's one thing to think about for this kind of stuff that's date specific. They probably discontinue more than sell out because they only want to make so many because they don't want to be left with some next year that for the wrong year. I paid $6.28. There's a ton of other sellers that have it, and for other years too. So like there's 74, 73, 95. Most of them are black, but maybe if you went into them, you would see the other colors. Like here's a green one, there's a red one. No grays. Oh, there's a light gray, but then with that one you can't really see it as well. But this listing does have the dark gray that's my favorite. So, all right, well, that'll be, it's so soft. I love it. I love how soft that is. And it's like the good soft. And it's not even that weird blend. It's just polyester and elastane. But yeah, that will be so comfy to wear. I have to start wearing them now, right? Because then people will get me presents for my birthday. No, I'm just kidding. I'm always happy if people just say happy birthday. Because as you know, my mom doesn't say that anymore. She hasn't for years with her Alzheimer's. I try not to be bitter about that. That's just the way the disease works. And whatever. All right, next I got, and could probably benefit from this right now, but I got a hair straightener. And I love how it comes in this container, right, to keep everything together. So you just undo the snaps, and it's a tiny one, but let me tell you why I got it. So obviously you could use this for your hair, right? Although my hair is horrible. Heat really is not the best thing for it. But I saw someone take this on a crafting video and use this to iron ribbon that was kind of wrinkly, or quilting fabric, like, you know, those fabric strips that you use. They use this to kind of iron it, you guys, and I thought that was genius. So I promptly put one in my cart. The on-off switch is here on the inside, which is a little weird, but it is a plug one. It's not a rechargeable one, and it does have instructions, but this is a cute piece, right? This should end up in somebody's ephemera pack. I saw a TikTok and it was making fun of junk journalers, right? And how they just save all of their trash and sell it. Whereas it should have just gone in a landfill. But junk journalers will always be saying, oh, I'm trying to keep things out of the landfill. And that's not really my purpose for doing it. Mine is really just a creative outlet. And I found, okay, I told you guys on Friday during that video that I was really wanting to get a cinch machine. So I was hoping that I would do well enough on my Whatnot auction that I could buy a cinch machine, which they're like $110, $20, maybe $100. Maybe I did find one for $100 on Amazon. But if you're not sure what, or have not heard of that, it's a binding machine, but it can go through book covers. That's how strong it is. So some people make junk journals by taking old books, or like old Reader's Digest books or something, and using this binding machine instead of sewing or gluing or, you know, that kind of stuff. Well, I was like, maybe I should check out Facebook Marketplace. And sure enough, I found, and it's an older version, but I when I did a check on what can you not do with the older version than the newer version, I think the newer version you can do like happy planner cuts and stuff, but you have to have different attachments or plates or something to do that. So that would make it even more expensive. So I just want to be able to punch holes. And so I found somebody selling an older version of it for 50 bucks. But in addition to that, they were selling it with 2 boxes of 50 each wire combs to go with it. So, which I would have had to buy separate if I bought the $100 machine off of Amazon. I still would have had to buy the combs and stuff. So I was like, that's a great deal. Where is this person at? Well, they're located close to Hannibal, Missouri, which is like a 1.5 hour drive from here. But I'm like, I'm on vacation this week, and we're supposed to have been going to Quincy, although we aren't going to get to go to Quincy this week. But that's on the way there. So they wanted to meet at a place where we know where it's at. And so tomorrow morning, bright and early, we were supposed to be there at 10:30 to pick this thing up, or, to get it. So I'm so excited. So I may actually make some journals now. Isn't that crazy that that's all it would take? So yeah, okay. So here I'm going on. I'm not telling you the prices. Some of you don't care that I'm not telling you the prices, but so that shirt was roughly $7. Okay, the next thing I got, I have bought, you guys know, back in the 50s, it was very popular to do iron-on transfers and then embroider what you ironed on to the material. Well, Temu has those too. So you cut it out. Oh, well, this is a little bit different. This is not iron-on. This says cut out, peel, stick, stitch, and then wash away. And choose from birds, butterflies, moths, beetles, fish, with many more on the way. So I picked out the butterfly one. And I'm trying to see. Let's open it. Because, yeah, I really thought it was an iron-on. But it's not saying that. So let's open it up and look. Okay. So, okay, well, they give you all the thread that you need. That's a lot of thread, you guys. You'll have a lot of it left over. And it's probably worth it just for that. And they give you 2 needles. So, okay, well, how to use. Cut out shapes, or shapes as we call it here in America. Arrange how you hike for your project. So let me translate that. Arrange how you like for your project. Oh man, so they must have copied this from somebody, because this is terrible. Use any color Fobnik off orifably linen. I feel like I have to read it the way they've got it because it's just so funny. Denim, cotton, tinny pottered fabric for richness. Peel off sticky from popper backing and lay onto the fabre and press donwan in ploss. Embroider wussing 2 or 3 strands of stranded embroidery thread. Once embroidery is complete, soak in Wanma Waller for 15 minutes. Then with a soft, small point brush, agitate to remove remaining stitching and run under the tap gently. Let dry on absorber Sumus Teo towel. Once dry, press to finish. Well, did you understand any of that? So, use any color fabric, preferably linen, denim, or cotton. Tiny patterned fabric for richness. Peel off the sticky from the paper backing and lay it onto the fabric and press down in place. Then you do your embroidering using 2 to 3 strands of the thread. Once you're done embroidering it, you soak it in warm water for 15 minutes. Then with a small, soft, pointed brush, agitate to remove the remaining stitching and run under the tap gently. So all of this will dissolve is what it's saying. So get your material, stick it. So instead of ironing it on, you're sticking it on because this backing comes off. You do all your stitching. Did they give you a, like they don't tell you, well, they give you different stitches to do, stitches to try so you can make it your own. But they don't, there's no map for what colors to use where, like you would have in diamond painting or paint by numbers or something. So it's everybody's would be different. And obviously, if you don't like these colors, you can do your own, but you get 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, let's just open this up and see. I feel like you're getting a ton of threads here. What are we stuck to? Hold on, I'm stuck. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh, this one lost its, oh no, this one, oh, it's in there. It was probably what was stuck, so I'll put that back on later. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you get 12 colors. That seems like a really great deal, you guys. I mean, you're not getting to pick your colors, but that could be a fun, if you're new to sewing, that could be a fun thing to do. Let's see what it cost. Okay. Oh, there it is. $2.78. Great price. They have different designs, but basically you cut it out like you would a pattern for sewing, and then you stick it. So you're not just taking the back off of that, and unless you're putting it, I guess, on white fabric or something, but that'd be a lot of excess that you'd have to wash off that you wouldn't need to. But yeah, that's cool. So they have birds, fish, beetles, so like ladybugs and other beetles, butterflies, and flowers. So yeah, that might be a nice new craft to try, or you've got a grandkid that comes and visits you every once in a while, you could teach them how to embroider. It's almost like counted cross stitch, right? That had the pattern on there already. So it is currently selling for $2.87. All right, another shirt. This one is in my favorite gray, and it's super soft. 50 years of being awesome, vintage 1975, limited edition. Again, with the cool retro colors. It's a little bit shiny of a decal, but that's okay. It really is so soft. I've decided with these that I don't even care anymore if they're crooked. They're just so soft. I could literally wear one of these t-shirts every day for a month probably. And literally just the gray, like a month's worth of gray t-shirts. How many gray t-shirts do you need? Well, I don't know. We're getting into summer, so I need to pack up my sweaters and stuff and get them out to storage to make room for summer things. That t-shirt I paid $5.16 for, and it comes in sizes small to XXL, and it's currently $6.69, and that listing only had gray. All right, next, I've almost gone through my first whole roll of these. These are thank you stickers. If any of you have bought from me before, I put one of these thank you stickers. I don't think I have them down here, so let me just open this. I really like the size of these, so that's why I reordered this one instead of trying out a different one. And last time I only ordered one roll, but I thought this time might as well order two just in case it ever were discontinued. But I like putting these on the outsides of the packages or on the order slip if it's a whatnot order, if there's room, or both. Each of these rolls has 500 stickers, but it says, when you support a small business, you're supporting a dream. Thank you. If you loved your order, please leave a review. So I just really like these. So since I was running out, which was a good thing, right? I've had like 80 some orders, which I know is not 500, but I've sold more than 80 items, because that 80 is just the number of orders, and some people have multiple items. And if you've been around a while, my Etsy shop was originally designed to mail things by envelope. So somebody might order 9 things, but they went out in 9 different things, because who doesn't like getting a lot of mail? I do. So, and some orders would get like more than 1 sticker per piece or whatever. Okay, those stickers. So Temu's a great source for supplies for small businesses. I paid $5.29 to get 2 rolls of 500. You can also get 1 roll of 500 for $3.02 currently, and currently the 2 rolls is $5.56. I love them. I was watching, so another TikTok video came across my feed, and it was this lady who does all of her packaging and mailing out of her storage unit. Now, I have thought about that, but my storage unit is probably, well, it's not the smallest storage unit you can get. It's a full like length, but it's like maybe half the size of a garage. Probably not even that much, but I have it lined with these shelves, and I don't even have a lot of stuff in there yet. I need to put more stuff in there, but she had hers decked out. She had a desk, and she had like battery kind of lights in there. So whenever she does an order, she has all of her packing supplies, and so that's like her shop. And I was like, oh, that would be great. But see, I would feel like I had to have Jason there with me so I'd feel safe, because I don't know where this lady lives, but I'm not sure I would feel safe just hanging out in my storage unit. Maybe I would. I don't know. But, okay. Next is an electronic item. This is a converter, so it converts. I still am on an old version. I'm on like iPhone 13, I think. So I still need the lightning cord, but then I can plug in another lightning cord, but this is the one that would allow me to plug in wired headphones, which I do still sometimes prefer wired headphones to my AirPods, if you can believe it. But yeah, and then another lightning. I think I got a few different kinds of connectors in this order, so we'll see. But that cost me I wish I could learn to like look at my phone from way down, like way down here, because then I wouldn't have to keep moving my glasses. I paid $1.66, got one price adjustment. It's currently $1.79. This is probably becoming old technology now, but so it's nice that there are still converters out there that you might need for your older things. All right, now this was influenced by Hey Everybody. She got one of these. I've never heard of Kath Kidston, but I thought that it was really cute. I picked out this one. There were 3 or 4 different color combinations you could get, and I don't know. It's got this. I don't know if it's authentic or not, but it's cute. It reminds me of Vera Bradley, kind of, but it's like a very thick, so it's not very big. So you can't put a phone in here. I mean, it's probably for like makeup or you could make it for electronics or something, but it is lined so that it's, I'm assuming, waterproof on the inside. Maybe not. I don't know. It does have a original Kath Kidston label in here out of London. Yep, London. And then it's got this really cute tag that would be great in an ephemera pack. So I think that's really, really pretty. I love the bright colors and the dark background, and both sides are the same. So it's really good. Seems like really good quality, you guys. And I paid $4.14. This one was called Secret Forest. They also have like a light blue, Impressions of London, a light pink, Rose Vintage, and then like a country house blue. And the one I got is currently $4.11. Which, hello, where's my price adjustment for 3 cents? But yeah, that's a cool product. Then next, you guys have seen this on here multiple times, but I love it so much. And I've started seeing this on TikTok too. But it's this whole film kit. And I won't take it all out because I have hauled it on here before. But for those of you crafters that like working with this kind of stuff, it's just got a lot. It's got stickers. It's got negatives. Now, some of the negatives don't actually have images on them for some reason. They're like, would have been at the end of a negative strip, or if it was accidentally opened kind of thing. But, and every pack of this I've gotten has been exactly the same. So whatever they're making the negatives of is the same. But it's got just a lot of cool pieces. This is a really great kit. And a cool kind of container to keep it in. So put that in my new ephemera organizer that is not full yet. And we paid $4.13, got 2 price adjustments. There's 94 pieces in this kit, 2 of everything. There's a pad of paper in here that has 3 of each design of the paper. And it's now $4.56. And I saw Favorites with Laura got back into the influencer program. Congratulations. I'm going to take her advice and make sure that all the links for these products are in the description below. I was getting lazy there for a while and just posting the order if that. I mean, I kind of was a little bit bitter, and so I wasn't even doing that. But I'll post the links in here because she suggested that, you know, if her fans are clicking her links, so maybe my fans will click my links too and help me get back into the program. But if not, that's okay. We'll just keep going with Temu Tuesdays. All right, the next one is a repeat purchase because I loved these. These are like cigarette cards, but they're really good quality. So they would probably be, I don't know, it may be a Tim Holtz knockoff if I had to guess. I'll just take out a couple of these, but they're the size of cigarette or tea cards, but they are like cabinet cards. So they all have this same kind of tone, but it's a really thick cardstock, and I just loved them. These will be great in ephemera kits. So yeah, and there's 30 in this package. So I ordered another one because I expect that this will get discontinued at some point in time, and I thought they were great. You could easily age these up. You know, I'm thinking, once again, I'm thinking about launching a craft YouTube channel off of my Junk for Goats thing, where I would do 100 days, the 100 days project. And so and these would be shorter videos, not my ridiculously long 2-hour videos, and they would be craft, and there would be craft hauls, that kind of thing. Ooh. But one video could be how to age something like that to make it look more old, right? So yeah, I'm thinking about doing that. Let me know what you think of that idea. I did try that before, a little bit more than a year ago, but that was kind of before I had established my Junk for Goats shops and had picked up some steam with that. So I think now might be a better time. Plus I've got ChatGPT to kind of help organize me. So yeah, so I'm thinking about doing that again. Okay. Well, and the reason why I ultimately stopped the other channel before was because all of my fans were on this channel, and it would mean building up a whole new channel again, which is hard work, but maybe I don't care. Maybe I don't care how many viewers the other channel has, because I shouldn't care how many viewers this channel has, because we're just having fun. So anyway, this is a repeat purchase of dipping powder, because this set, let me make sure. Yeah, this is my very favorite dip. It is although it doesn't look like it. It's supposed to be sparkly. Maybe I just can't see the sparkles. Yeah, okay, there are some sparkles. It's a sparkly red color. This is the Christmas kit, so the green has a little bit more sparkles. Then there's a gold, kind of a foresty green, and a silver, and then there's 2 reds. There's this like red, but I don't think it's sparkly. And then this one is sparkly. You just can't really tell very well. But anyway, I used almost the entire pot of this, so I ordered another one. And I love, okay, so this purple that I still have some on, this purple was the Model Ones brand. And you guys, as much as I've done my nails now, this brand, to me, way better. And I don't know why that is, except that it lasts on my fingers longer. Like I redid this finger. Actually, I redid all 3 of these fingers last Wednesday, and this one popped off on Thursday. So it just, and at this point now, when I fix these, because I need to fix these before I do my whatnot auction, I'm putting this red color on these other ones. But there's just something, I just love this brand. I don't know if it's the powders, or they also have all the polishes, because you have to paint, you know, you got to put a layer down of stuff and then before you dip it. So I don't know if it's the chemical makeup of those polishes that's better. I don't know, but it's just better. So I love it. All right, let me make sure that, because I have the do not disturb on, let me make sure. Okay. Maybe I can afford to turn that off at the moment. I'll still leave my sound off, but okay. So the dip powder set, and it is a glitter set, it was $4.77. I paid $4.77. I got one price adjustment. There is a user manual if you've never done dip powder before. I did a video where I did it live on, not live. I did dip powder my nails, or at least one nail on here during a video. But yeah, so this is what this set looks like. So, and right as I pulled that away, a message popped down. Okay. But currently this set is $5.34. I should put another one in my cart just because I love that color so much. Okay. Next, I got a set of makeup spatulas to help move serums and moisturizers around my face. It's a set of 5, and cosmetic spatula set for 78 cents, random colors. You could get 5, 10, 25, or 30 pieces. I thought 5 would be good for me, and that's currently running $92. If you got the biggest set, which is 30, it'd be $3.15. And it's called Cosmetic Spatula Set, durable PP plastic, fragrance-free for facial masks and eye cream application. So there you go, more for facial masks, which could be serums. You guys, what am I gonna do? I don't know. I should just shave my head and wear a scarf. Sometimes it just grosses me out while I'm looking at it on camera. I don't know what to say. All right, next I got another pack of this scrapbook paper. I love this brand, Mocard. And I love this paper pack, and so do a lot of people. But it's got a vellum closure that you could easily use for crafts, and then it's just lots of different pages. So I love these. And it's probably, what, 4x6 it looks like, which is a pretty good size for crafting. So yeah, so maybe that'd be one of my videos, would be what can you do with a 4x6 piece of paper? All right, that pack cost me $3.22. There's 100 pieces in that pack. It was plain on the back. I didn't show that, but it was plain on the back. The one I got was called Handwritten Letter, but they have, looks like 8 different designs, and it's currently $3.93, which is a pretty good price for, you know, if you go to Michael's to buy a pad of paper, it's probably going to cost more than that. Oh, so much. Like so many little things in this huge bag. Okay, now these were so cute. This is a sticker set. Almost graffiti-like. And are they all cats? No, they're not all cats. And they're all the same size. And just some cool graffiti animals. I don't know, I just really was drawn to the bright colors. It's really not my style, but I really like those colors. And the fact that they're all the same size would make them, you could do a lot of cool things, like patchwork kind of things with that. And stickers are always cheap on here. I paid, there were 50 in that. I paid $1.71. They're calling it Basque style crazy art stickers, and they're currently $1.71. Now this, oh, this is a necklace. It came in this, this, I have looked at it, but this is how it came. I didn't cut anything off of it myself. And this one, oh, this is pretty. So we've got kind of a antique brass, kind of a chain. Well, the chain is all tangled at the moment. But isn't that pretty with the old antique key and a butterfly? Now this butterfly is made out of like that kind of stuff we used to melt as kids in little stained glass things. So it's probably resin. I don't know. I've never actually worked with resin, so I don't know. And then we've got a couple coordinating beads on there. But yeah, that's super pretty. Wish I could get the chain untangled and we could try it on, but it wouldn't show up very well, I guess, on this. But yeah, that's pretty. At least I think so. Kind of bold, but yet I like the antiquiness of it. Now this is not going to fit in my jewelry contraption because the wings are too big, so I'll have to find some other way to keep that safe. And I paid $4.19, so I paid up for that. I don't normally pay that for jewelry on here. And it is currently $4.33. It is a vintage purple winged key necklace, subculture creative design, DIY bead jewelry, artistic craft, sexy style, insect detail, no power required, choker necklace for DIY beading and jewelry making for fashionable women. Only fashionable women can wear this. Perfect gift for art lovers and DIY enthusiasts. Yeah, so you could, you know, if you didn't want to wear it as a necklace, it could be a dangle on some artwork. Let's get this out. It's taking up a lot of space. So I ordered a rug for the bathroom. I have got a huge rug in the bathroom right now that's in that boho floral stuff that I got from Temu, but it's just too big. So I decided to get this one because this one kind of goes with my shower curtain that I've had for 30 years. It's my favorite shower curtain and I can't bear to stop using it. Even though I did buy a shower curtain that's the boho floral, I never put it up. So this is a pretty soft, so this would actually be nice by the side of the bed, but I did get it for the bathroom. And I figured it would be the perfect length to go in front of the toilet and be there in front of the shower. So it's I don't know, 4 feet long maybe. And then the back has more of the grippies on it than we would normally see, but I still don't expect that it's gonna really, since it's dots instead of just grip all over, I doubt that's gonna help a whole lot. But anyway, I like that. I think everybody else will appreciate, because that huge one that we have in there, it just gets wrinkled and stuff. It's not really a good situation. But that that comes in different colors, but I got that one because it was cheap. Even though I think there's a pink version of it that would actually look a little bit better with my shower curtain. But I paid $7.73. It is, yeah, it's 19.68 inches by 47.2. So yeah, just about 4 feet. It's currently, oh, they have it in green. Well, shoot. Now my listing is only available in green. Like the blue is not even listed on here. Well, shoot, maybe, let me take that back. Mine was type B. I'm guessing B for blue. The picture does show a green version, but that is probably a different type that's not available. So it's currently $12.23. What did I pay for it? What did I say? $7.73. So I must have gotten it while it was on sale. Hence why I got the blue, because I think there's listings out there with pink that I probably would have liked better. But yeah, I think that seems like a good deal. All right, then we've got a sign. It's a little curved maybe, but I don't see any huge dents. Okay, well, you can see that kind of. But with this kind of thing, you can, all these signs that come from them usually, I mean, as long as it's not, like, that's a little, it's not fully bent though, right? And I don't think you would even notice it on this side. Now, I will say, you can tell it's AI because of how this looks. This is so definitely AI. But there were some of these on there that had an obvious, like this is a full tape. There were some that had to where it looked like the tape was folded. And it wasn't just that the tin sign was folded. It was like a badly done AI. So whenever you're looking for these kinds of things, pay attention to that, because most likely if it looks weird like that, and see, you get some weirdness over here, but just pay attention to that, because usually what you see on the image, even stuff that's misspelled, it's misspelled in the image. So, but anyway, going again with my celebratory theme. What should I call this episode? All right, next. Okay, so I did get some more adapters. These convert a lightning cord to a USB-C. So that kind of modernizes my cords. So, and I got a pack of 5. And that pack of 5, oh, I'll hold it back here so you're not. I paid $208, got 1 price adjustment. It does come with a user manual. You can get it in black as well. And it's currently $210. And the vintage sign, I paid $421. And it is currently $669. Wow. Well, yeah, that went up. That went up in price. And then I've got these 2 funnels I'm getting ready to show you now that I paid $480 for. And everybody's got lots of funnels, but I wanted some that were, I don't know, durable. They aren't going to stain. They're also not collapsible, so they will take up more storage space. But they look like this. So if you're trying to put the spaghetti sauce back in the jar after, you know, everybody's gotten some, this would be a great thing, and it's not going to stain anything because everybody knows red sauces, especially if they're at all hot, stain things. So it came in the one I got came in 2 sizes. So I don't know, I thought I owed it to myself to size up is not right. What is it called? to get myself a better quality product for that. So again, I paid $4.80. I don't know, maybe it's all the time I'm spending in antique stores and you see all these high quality products that they just don't make things like that anymore. They don't make even the KitchenAid mixers that are still probably really great. They have plastic parts now where they used to have metal parts. And it's just, I don't know, people are taking cost cutting measures in some respects too far. So yeah, so sometimes I want the real thing. So I did get 2 price adjustments on that $4.80, and it's currently $5.16. And that was for the listing for 2. There are other listings out there for just 1. But they would work really well with mason jars, well, any kind of jar, any kind of container. What am I talking about? All right, next I got another lipstick. I love this stuff. It's my favorite. And it's this Pico Lovers Lip Silky. I won't open this one since it's all sealed, but it's what I've got on my lips right now. It's super smooth. And you guys, I'm embarrassed to say, because I learned this on my last video where I got this, that this lid snaps on and off. And for some reason, when I got the very first one, it wasn't snapped on. So it never occurred to me that I could snap it closed. And so I didn't take it hardly anywhere because the lid was always falling off because I didn't know I could snap it. Isn't that ridiculous? So yeah, the lid snaps on and off, but I love these. They are so, so smooth. And I thought maybe I had one down here, but it doesn't look like I do. You can also get these with a white core, and those are more of a balm, and the color's not as good in my opinion. So this is a really good lip crayon. And then I also, reordered some more of these. This is my absolute favorite lip balm. And it's the Manuka Honey, Vitamin E Manuka Honey lip balm. I use this every single night before I go to bed. Almost can't sleep without it because I'm that age now where everything feels dry. So I got a 2-pack. So I love these. I love Chapstick brand lip balm, but this is just way better than even that to me. All right, so the price for both of those lip products. Wrong way. We're supposed to be having family time after I get done with this video. And after Gabby gets done with whatever errands she's running. Okay, so the lip crayon, whatever you want to call it, I paid $1.62. I get color number 3. They have 6 different colors. And, oh, there's one that's even darker. Oh, I should have gotten that one. Color number 5 is darker. So, okay, but anyway, it's $2.11 currently. And then the 2-piece lip balm, I paid $2.02, and it's currently $2.02. And those, I mean, my listing will be down below, but those, there's a lot of different sellers that sell it. That just put their own name to it. What can I do? Look at this, you guys. I really like the white color though, but it's so thin. It's so thin. Oh. I don't know. This show is half of the show is just about me complaining about my looks. All right, we don't have very many things left to go, and then we'll do nostalgic TV trivia time. Let me just get the rest of the stuff out. I did buy, although I took it out already, because I didn't figure you guys would care, I did buy some more of the plastic packaging sleeves from Temu, like these kind of things. Okay, this is another necklace, I believe. A plastic inside a plastic. It literally is the same. Literally is the same bag practically that they just put in here twice. Okay, oh, this is a dragonfly maybe? Kind of a blue antique-y finish to it. Well, that's what the back looks like. And then there's the front. So that's cute. This little decorative, is it going to twist like this when it's on? Maybe. This little decorative element here. And yeah, so it's more of a coppery chain. It's a little bit redder of a chain. So yeah, that's pretty. It's very delicate, but it's got that kind of rusted iron look to it. That's kind of how I would describe that bluish green on there. I can't wait till we're still in that weird place weather-wise where we don't know if it's going to be hot or cold. It's still cold in my house. All right, I paid $1.12 for a bohemian-inspired dragonfly. They're calling it bronze. I got one price adjustment, and it's currently $1.22. Teal and golden tone alloy. Elegant insect design, jewelry for women, ideal Mother's Day gift for mom or wife. And then that's the same bag. And then we've got, okay, these were some replacement. I lost one of my moissanite solitaires, single solitaires that I wear on my top hole. So I don't remember if these are moissanite ones. Well, they didn't come with any kind of a card. And these are smaller. I think that the ones that I had before were 4mm size, and I think these are 3mm size. So they're super tiny, but they're just posts. But right now I have those screw back posts in here, which have actually been really nice. They don't catch on things. You don't have to worry about the back falling off like you do with regular earrings, so it's been okay. So, but I paid for those. Where are they? Oh, it says they're moissanite. I paid $4.98. These are only 0.1 carat. I want to say the other ones maybe would have been 0.2 carat. But I could have gotten, oh, whoa, so the 0.1 is currently $6.22. And I guess I got that one because it was cheap, because the 0.3 would be $8.26. And even though it's, okay, tell me how this makes sense. Even though I would pay that at a Claire's, why won't I pay that for Temu? So anyway, next I got, okay, these look exactly like that butterfly or that dragonfly necklace, but it's a whole bunch of keys. They're all different. Antique green bronze. Don't you guys love old keys? I won't show them all, but they've got little tiny ones. I mean, heck, you think you have anything that, back in the day, it was like the same key worked on everybody's thing. And I kind of wonder if any of these would work on something today. But anyway, just a whole set of keys that are for crafting or jewelry making or dangles, bookmarks, tags, with a pretty effect. And those cost, I paid $1.74. I got 2 price adjustments. You can get them mixed colors so I just got the antique green bronze, so they're all the same color, but you could get mixed colors. You could get retro cyan, or you could get red copper. The red copper would be pretty too, in my opinion. The red cyan looks more like bronze, just plain bronze. But the ones I got today are currently $1.49. But it's by the weight. It's not that you get 12 keys. You get 1.6 ounces worth of keys. So there's a lot more keys in the picture than I got because, well, it just weighed differently. So my guess is that the weight of what's in the picture is way more than the 1 ounce. All right, and then last, this is a repeat buy because the first one I got was missing a stone. Luckily, this one does not appear to be missing a stone. Yep, they're all there, but I just thought this was beautiful. I remember oohing and eyeing over it when I first got it, but I couldn't wear the other one because it was missing a stone. But it's got like a filigree kind of base to it, and then it's got some detailed metal work over here, and then your blue stone surrounded by your other stones. So I just think this is really pretty. It would make, I mean, this would even make a great wedding ring. You know, some people like having colored stones in their wedding rings. So I'm going to wear it on this finger though, but it would fit just fine. Oh, let's see what it would look like if I put it with the single rings, because I like, you know, I like a thicker ring. Okay, yeah, they don't really go together because the too much space, but that definitely could be a engagement ring. I think I got a size 7, so I did get it specifically to be on this finger, but it is a little flopsy, so I may need to get a ring guard put on. I'm in between ring sizes, which is annoying since Temu doesn't sell half sizes, but yeah, love it. All right, well, that was the last item in the, oh, well, let me tell you what I paid for that. I paid $2.42. I got 2 price adjustments. It also comes in gold and rose gold. I think the rose gold would be pretty with the blue, but I'm not a big gold fan. It's available in sizes 6 through 9, but 6 is currently sold out. I'm starting to wonder if I could actually wear a 6 on this finger now too. And it's currently $1.90. Actually, I'm going to add another one to cart just because if you find a ring you like, get more than one, because you'll be disappointed when this one tarnishes and you can't get it anymore. All right, well, that was it for the haul. So I hope you enjoyed that. So now let's end with some nostalgic TV trivia. And then we'll be on our way to having fun. I don't know when this will air today, just because I don't know if I'll be able to get it uploaded before we leave, but so who knows? It could be late tonight before this airs. All right. Who was Gene Autry's sidekick? I feel like we've had that question worded differently. What TV hostess was known? Oh no, we did have this card already. Yes, I'm sorry. We had this card. It's the one that had Alice, the housekeeper, on the Brady Bunch. Okay. Name the statuette awarded for the year's best TV commercial. Who was the executive producer of Operation Entertainment? What product says it kills the germs that cause bad breath? Kung Fu is what type of TV show? What quiz show did Gary Moore, Steve Allen, and Bill Cullen moderate? Oh, see, there's that Bill Cullen again. Who produced The Dating Game? Man, I don't know what they're doing upstairs. Can you hear that? Sounds like they're moving furniture. In All in the Family, Archie Bunker often called Edith a what? What actor popularized the phrase nanu nanu? All right. Name the statuette awarded for the year's best TV commercial. Well, I don't know. I don't know if they have special awards for that kind of thing, but TV awards are typically Emmys, so I will say an Emmy. Who was but I don't remember ever hearing about commercials on the Emmys, right? But maybe they used to and they just don't anymore. Who was the executive producer of Operation Entertainment? Well, I'm going to pick one of the entertainment guys and say Merv Griffin. What product says it kills the germs that cause bad breath? Scope? I'm thinking mouthwash. So I'm going to say Scope. Okay, I'm getting text messages, so I'm just making sure it's not my coworker. Okay, Kung Fu is what type of TV show? Well, that was with Carradine, right? So, action? Like, is it easy enough to just say action? Martial arts? I don't know what they're asking. I don't know what they're hoping for there. What quiz show did Gary Moore, Steve Allen, and Bill Cullen moderate? Quiz show. The pyramid one? We had a question before about Bill Cullen and what shows he did. The $100,000 pyramid, I think, was one of the ones that he did. That's a quiz show. I'm going to say that just because I don't know. And maybe these other guys did it before him. Because I don't know if when these guys were around, if they would have had like Hollywood Squares or that kind of thing. Or What's My Line? Whose line is it anyway? I don't know. I'm going to say the $100,000 pyramid. Who produced The Dating Game? Can I just say Merv Griffin for that too? It's going to be one of these other guys that it's going to be like Bill Cullen because he did all these things. In All in the Family, Archie Bunker often called Edith a what? Well, I want to say a ditz. Nothing else is coming to mind, but he didn't outright call her an idiot, did he? Maybe. I mean, he might have, but I'm going to say ditz. What actor popularized the phrase nanu nanu? Well, Robin Williams, right? From Mork and Mindy? That's my guess. Okay, I don't think I did very good on this one. Name the statuette awarded for the year's best TV commercial. The Clio. Oh, I have heard of that. So the Clio, okay. Who was the executive producer of Operation Entertainment? That was Chuck Barris. I picked the wrong mouthwash. What product says it kills the germs that cause bad breath? That is Listerine. Kung Fu is what type of TV show? Didn't get this right either. It was a Western. What quiz show did Gary Moore, Steve Allen, and Bill Cullen moderate? I've got a secret. So secret, I didn't even know. Now, was Chuck Barris, did we decide he was the Gong Show guy? Who produced The Dating Game? Chuck Barris. So Chuck Barris did The Dating Game and Operation Entertainment. So when I'm trying to guess things, I should be saying Chuck Barris more often. In All in the Family, Archie Bunker often called Edith a what? Oh, right, a dingbat. Darn it, I remember that now that I hear it. Dingbat, yep. What actor popularized the phrase nanu nanu? And it was Robin Williams. So I got 1, Robin Williams. I hope you did better. Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to check out the description below. Click on some of these items just to see more about it. Give me some credit in Temu land. Won't give me any money or anything unless enough of you click and they bring me back into the program. But otherwise, thank you so much for liking, subscribing, getting a membership. I need to say thank you to my members. I need to be so much better at that. I really appreciate all of you, but obviously some of you have decided to invest in me, so I don't want to take that for granted. So let me figure out. I can never remember. It's like easy to see on my computer, but I just really haven't gotten the hang of looking this up on my phone yet. Where is it at? It's like I can get to the memberships. I have 7 members. Oh, that means I've got a new member. Okay. Julily joined 12 days ago. I'm so sorry I haven't mentioned you before. So thank you. Thank you, Favorites with Laura. Thank you, Mary. And where do I get to the rest of you fine people? Darlene, thank you. Katie, thank you. Hey, everybody, thank you. And Pam, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Oh my gosh. And you guys, Julily joined at the Murder of Crows, my first Murder of Crows. That means I get to mail you something. So I will try to reach out to you, or maybe it's easier for you to reach out to me via email so that I can get your address so that I can mail you your gift. People at the Murder of Crows level get a gift out of my Junk for Goats shop. So thank you. So, but I appreciate everybody, and I know not everybody has disposable income that they can just share with YouTube creators. So please don't think that I don't appreciate you as well as I do, because I do. You give of your time, and that means a lot and is very helpful to this channel. So thank you. And wherever you are, whenever you are, I hope you're having a great day. And until we meet again, take care of yourself. Bye.